is what is meant by the Kurukshetra war. It means, just as the formula as above, so below is correct. We have another formula in spiritualism, which a man should understand is, he is a bundle of energies, and energies can be controlled by thought. So the formula distills out to be a very simple one: energy follows thought. So, the Theosophy, the Brahma-jnana, the Vedanta, the Tantra, the Upanishads, the Gita, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, always have this one basic concept which we have to learn, is that your thoughts are powers. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. So it is the mind which makes you free, and it is the mind which makes you bound to a particular thing. This aspect, if you can understand, we have solved the problem of evolution. We can go straight to the point where we can start our evolutionary growth, and Madame Blavatsky says that at present the humanity is at a particular juncture where anyone who is interested to know about this can follow it. Therefore, remember this particular thing, that our field of evolution is in the mind. You have to understand first the 4 levels of the concrete mind, and then you have to go to the 3 levels of the abstract mind, making the septenary of the mental plane. But before you can go into the depths of that particular plane, you are forced to cross yourself the physical and emotional plane. It doesn't mean that you should leave your physical body and that you should leave your emotional or astral body. It only means that you should so practice your mind so that the physical vibrations or the emotional vibrations are stilled at the time when you are concentrating your mental energies. So this is what is meant by the various spiritual sadhanas which we undertake. The most important sadhana, which on the physical plane we have to do, is to understand the pranamaya kosha. For this we should have a very thorough knowledge of the 5 koshas. The physical plane kosha is divided into 2 levels, the annamaya kosha and the pranamaya kosha. And one more important factor which we should remember at this particular point is the role that pranamaya kosha has to play in an individual's development, in an individual's evolution as a part of solar logos. Remember, the individual is only a very small cell in the great body of the solar logos. Therefore, the main duty of every individual is to concentrate how to be a part of the evolution of the solar logos, not his own evolution. A cell in the kidney, a cell in the brain, we know, have different purposes. But if the cell in a kidney suddenly wants to behave like a cell in a brain, you can understand what havoc it does. Similarly, depending upon the nature of the actions, trying to understand the 4 concrete planes of mind, Lord Krishna says, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtva guna karma vibhagasya. So there, he was not talking about the physical bodies of the Brahminhood by birth, the physical body of a Kshatriya by birth, or of a Shudra by birth. No, he was not talking about that. He was talking about the mental qualities of the cells which are impregnated in those physical bodies. That is why Manu also says that by birth nobody has any caste. It is because of the samskaras that is called a dvija. And we have forgotten, we Indians have forgotten this truth. Unfortunately, we have started this caste division by birth, which was never advised either in Gita or in the Manu. It was only said that if you are behaving like an engineer, you are an engineer. If you are behaving like a doctor, you are a doctor. If you are behaving like a Brahmin, you are a Brahmin. If you are behaving like a Kshatriya, you are a Kshatriya. If you are behaving like a Vaishya, you are a Vaishya. If you are behaving like a Shudra, you are a Shudra. And remember once again that these 4 levels of consciousness in the mental plane, Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtva, have their own qualities. When you want to serve, you are a Shudra. When you want to exchange, you are a Vaishya. When you want to protect someone else, you are a Kshatriya. And when you want to gain knowledge, you are a Brahmin. So the same individual consciousness, the same man having the same body, may sometimes be a Shudra, sometimes a Vaishya, sometimes a Kshatriya, and sometimes a Brahmin. But as we all know, that in the end, every man has got a particular orientation, a Svabhava. When we say a man is an angry man, it doesn't mean to say that he is always angry. It only means that he can become angry much quicker than us. So when you say a Brahmin, it means only that he is in a state of consciousness where he can learn much quickly than the other things. One who can learn quickly is a Brahmin. One who can fight quickly is a Kshatriya. One who is ready to exchange, to do business. You do this for me, I will do this for you, is a Vaishya. And who, irrespective of what he wants, is ready to serve and help humanity, is a Shudra. So a Shudra is not a negative thing, because when you serve, if you remember that you are serving Narayana, that is the best way to reach this Godhead. Manava Seve, Madhava Seva. This also is very clearly explained by the books of Theosophy. Are you able to understand the greatness of Theosophy? First it says, we are a part of the solar revolution. We are all Suryavamshis, if you know it. If you are not a Suryavamshi, at least become a Chandravamshi. That means, even though you are not following the development of the solar revolution, you are a reflection of it. Moon, the moon's rays, the Chandra is a reflection of sun. Either you are a Suryavamshi or a Chandravamshi. That particular aspect of the above body becomes Pingala. The Pingala, the body is controlled by moon. So it all depends that sometimes you are living with the sun and sometimes you are living with the moon. It alternates. But the Sushumna, the most beautiful one, which Sushumna means very beautiful. The most beautiful aspects towards the approach of this yoga philosophy, Theosophy says, to be in the central path, which is neither the moon nor the sun, but an equimixture of both, a balance of both. This is the concept when we say Samatva Yoga Uchyate. You balance your Chandravamsha currents or aspirations, and you balance your Suryavamsha currents. The solar logos currents are the reflection of the solar logos to the moon's current. How to go about this is what is known as pranayama. So one of the easiest ways to approach the evolutionary consciousness is to concentrate on your breath. Be aware of how the breath is going in and how the breath